Earlier this week, Microsoft finally confirmed the existence of the Microsoft Series S, as well as the release date and price points for both that and the Microsoft Series X console. Unfortunately, there's a really majorly important detail in their reveal that a lot of people are not discussing, and I, for the life of me, can't figure out why. So let's talk about it here. So when it comes to reveals, Microsoft have proven themselves this time around to be the first ones out of the gate. They have confirmed that the Microsoft Series S as well as the Series X consoles are going to be coming out on November 10th at price points of $299 and $499 respectively. That in and of itself is a pretty big deal, and everybody's already talking about that. Being able to get in on the next generation of gaming for only $299 is a pretty great deal. What are the major differences between the Series S and the Series X? I'm not going to go into the specific minutia of all of it, but I will say that essentially the Series S is a digital-only console. It has the same CPU as the X, though, which means that the only thing that you're really going to be missing out on this console, for the most part, is a difference of resolution that you're going to be outputting. If you are dead set on 4K gaming, you're going to want the Series X. If you don't care that much about 4K gaming, then you can get yourself the Series S. $299 is a pretty great price. But the thing that people are not talking about is something that's been largely overlooked in this reveal. Xbox All Access. What is that? I haven't heard of that before. I've heard of Game Pass Ultimate. Well, Xbox All Access is sort of a pretty nice response, especially at this point in time. A lot of people at the end of 2020 aren't really sure where they're going to be standing financially, where they're going to be able to afford $500 right out of the gate. And there will be people who will be very negative and say, if you can't afford to put $500 down on a console right off the rip, all at once, maybe you shouldn't be buying video games in the first place. I think that's a bit harsh. Consoles are not cheap. You used to be able to get consoles for $200 a long time ago, maybe $299, but that's where we're at now. $299 for the Series S, right? But consoles have gone up and up and up over the course of time. The PS4 was $399. $499 for the Xbox One when it first launched because of the included Kinect camera, which apparently alone at retail was worth $100, or at least they sold it for that much at some point separately. Xbox All Access, if you want to get the Series S for $25 a month for 2 years and no interest included on top of that, that gets you the console, that gets you Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which is normally $15 a month on its own, as well as access to online multiplayer, Xbox Live Gold. That's a steal. That's a really great payment/installment plan for anyone, for any budget range, for the most part, right? If you want the Series X, you're not being left out. This payment plan is not just for the Series S. If you want to pay $35 a month, you get the Series X console plus all of the additional bells and whistles that I had previously mentioned. That is amazing. That is truly amazing. $35 a month can get you the most powerful piece of console hardware coming out this year, and that will be available for a little while at least, probably for the next couple of years this generation, because I'm sure iterative models will be released at some point in the future. But it gets you a pretty powerful piece of hardware. It gets you a subscription to be able to play a ton of different great games. And, Xbox Game Pass are switching games in and out all the time. So you're always going to have new flavors of games to try along the way. And access to online multiplayer, which you normally have to pay like $60 a year for. Why aren't people talking about this? I don't understand it. This is a great option for people. This is something that people are going to be able to utilize right away. They don't have to worry about I can't get $500. I mean, Christmas is coming up. It's been a hard year. I lost my job, or, I've been furloughed, or, I've been cut back on my hours. But $25, $35 a month, I can afford that. You know, maybe you don't care so much about Sony's first party games. And if you don't, this is a perfect option for you. And even if it's not, even if you want to get a PlayStation eventually, you can start playing third party games at a higher quality now for only $2.99 or $25 a month. I'm going to get to the point where I'm going to start repeating myself here, but this is something that I can't believe that has been largely overlooked. I've seen, IGN cover it. I've seen a handful of people talking about it, but in regular social circles or internet circles online, I have not seen people discussing this. This is huge. This is huge. Microsoft, if you want to get people into your Xbox brand of gaming, this is a great way to go about it. And for one, I say thank you for introducing options to people, because options are good. Talk to you soon, everybody.